I am John D. P. Hubasan.
I'm Jonathan Franz P. Manao.
I am Sarah Gianna J. Halimbawa.
I am Maria Josephine I. Morera.
And I am Myron Joya Rangane.
I am Leonie Lutusan.
We are here to demonstrate and perform this laboratory technique in the parasitology. This technique is known as the cellulose tape swab method, also known as the Scotch tape swab method.
It is called the Scotch tape method because the sticky side of the tape is applied to the skin when we are collecting from the perianal region of the person suspected of infection. Cellulose tape swab method is the most reliable and widely used technique for diagnosing or demonstrating pinworms or Enterobius vermicularis.
The main point of this process included preparing the sampling area, applying the tape, and examining it under the microscope. Also, we have prepared improvised materials here like the tongue depressor, threads, Scotch tape, container, and sterilized one.
Now, let's move on with the procedure. It is important to note that performing and following the proper procedure will greatly lead to safe laboratory examination and also effective and accurate results.
First thing to do is to gather all the necessary materials including Scotch tape, sterile swabs, if required, labeled containers, and gloves for handling hazardous materials. Ensure that the work area is clean and free from contamination. The specimen is collected from the skin of the perianal area, first thing in the morning before the patient has bath or used the toilet. Now that the materials and the work area is ready, let's now officially start with the Scotch tape method. Apply transparent Scotch tape about 2.5 to 3 inches long to a clean glass slide and make sure that the one side of the Scotch tape is folded for it to be easily handled later. Next is to peel the folded tape and make sure not to peel it completely. Make sure that it is still stuck in the side of the glass slide. Then pull the folded tab towards the end of the tongue depressor. The sticky part of the tape should be free. Make it sure that the tongue depressor is between the glass slide and the tape. Now, stick the Scotch tape in the right and left perianal fold of the patient. And replace the Scotch tape in the slide. Then put the glass slide aside. And after we get the sample, we will view it under the microscope to examine the presence of adult pinworms and its egg under low power objective or LPO. Then after that, we need to discard all the material that has been used. And lastly, don't forget to sanitize the workplace to avoid further contamination and remove and dispose of the PPE that is used properly.
In conclusion, the cellulose tape or Scotch tape swab method is a simple yet effective technique for collecting samples in parasitology research. And this method allows us to detect and study parasites present on various surfaces or objects without causing damage to the sample or surrounding environment. By following these steps carefully, we can accurately identify and analyze parasites under a microscope, aiding in diagnosis and treatment decisions. We also provided step-by-step procedures to make it clear and detailed, making it easy to understand and follow for individuals performing the techniques. The procedures involves gathering materials like Scotch tape, sterile swab, labeled containers, and text emphasizes the importance of a clean work area free from contamination. Lastly, the instructions on applying Scotch tape to a glass slide for sample collection and the demonstration of sticking the tape in the perianal bulb of the patient. And we come to the end of our demonstration about the laboratory techniques of cellulose tape or Scotch tape swab method.